Welcome everyone. This is Will, K-Mac Vintage. My hair is a bit messy, but anyway, it is what it is, right? It's life. It's a Sunday, relaxing day. Um, Wanted to do this little recording before I joined Dave's actually live stream, and this is a continuation of the Daryl SE30 board 2. I did part 1 last night, and I posted that. I was gonna go to bed, but then um, I don't know. I'm one that can't leave something um, pending or unfinished, and I knew I was very close to the issue. If we recall yesterday, I was this board. I was able to get it to boot up, but on the screen I was getting vertical bars and had like black lines in them. So that was telling me that it's something to do because everything else was working. Audio was working, booting up everything, mouse and everything. It was just display. So that was telling me that it was something to do with the actually video circuitry and such. I went and I started to look at the um, video circuitry, which is really these muxes here, and especially the 166 chip, because when you got lines like that, that means that you've got data missing. And um, when you look at the schematics for the SE30, um, you've got going into the video RAM, you've got your data lines, okay, and you've got your video data going in, and really the only video data you got going in is video 1, 2, video data 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the other data that's going in is coming from the ROM, from the video ROM, which is data lines 24 through 31. Sorry, I'm busy looking at the schematics on the monitor that is above this one. And um, so basically, and vid the video data lines 0 through 7 all come out of the 166 chip. Okay, and the schematic shows that um, you got video 0 from the 166. Video 0 and 1 has been 2, 3. Um, Video data 2 and 3 has been 4, 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got 10, 11, 12, and 14. And you've got four of the data lines that go to one of the RAM chips, and then you got the other four that go to the second RAM chip, video RAM. So really, it's not that difficult. It's really not that much to actually see what was happening. So if we go, let me see where I can put this, where I can use it easily. So the 166 chip is this one right here, and then you've got your video RAM here. You got 6 and 7. Okay. Let me zoom in a bit more here so then I can show you all a bit better. All right, so this video chip here, this is the one I had to take off. This actually 166 because it was this cap leaked and really messed it up, and even had two actually broken traces. So that's what led me to believe something over here, because I worked on this one. I also took off this chip, which is a 235, and I took off this actually 393 just to clean, but they were good, so I put them back. So I started looking and pinning this out, following the schematic for each pin coming off of the 166 to see where they go. Okay, and pin 2 and 3, which is video 0 and 1, were fine. They go to pin, let's see where they go. They go to pin 2 and 3 right here on this chip, pin 2 and 3, which is the actually data lines. Okay, so that's the input of the data coming in. Okay, Then I went on to 4 and 5, and I was noticing that I had a short between 4 and 5 here, and also when I go to the RAM chip, um, 22 and 23, which were the third to the last, and the next pin. Let me show you which ones here. Um, Between this one and this one, I was getting a short. So because if I touch both of them, I would get tone, and I'm not supposed to. So something between here and here was shorting it. I couldn't see anything up here on the top side or here or anywhere. But do remember that I did work on this chip, okay? And I think I can show you better if I go to the scope view now. Okay, so let's get... Okay. So I was getting... That was pin 3 and 4, right? So that is these two. But as you can see, there's nothing here, okay? But there was nothing bridging it here, so could it be internal on the chip? I didn't think so because everything else was actually working. It was just looked like some data was kind of screwy, some data going to the video RAM. So I couldn't see anything here, but if you remember, I did clean out and I did do a lot of solder. I did push a lot of solder through these two vias to actually clean them out. These three here, this one is still a bit dirty. A lot of vias still in bad shape on this board, but I'm hoping the ultrasonic cleaner will help. Okay, so I had some short between here and here, and then these two pins here on the memory, but you can see there's nothing here. But vias, when you push solder through them, they could give you a little bit of issues. So I flipped the board over. Okay. And as I push solder through, let me focus this a bit better for you. Okay. These are those two vias. And I had a bridge here. Okay. And really, I don't even want to leave them this high as they are now. I want to lower them a little bit more. I mean, I already... Okay. I basically had a bridge here. Okay, when I push the solder through, because they're so close together, I guess with it being flat on the table, it caused a bridge, which then gave me where I had the appearance of a short. Okay, so then once I removed that, then I had no problem between pin 2 and pin 3 and 4 on this 166 chip, and my short to here between 22 and 23. Yeah, 22 and 23. These two, 22 and 23, was gone. Okay, so then if I take this board now, and the other thing I've done too was with all the problems I was having with the power connector here, with it being loose, I reflowed and resoldered all the connections on the bottom side to make sure that I've got a good connection. Okay, so here we are with the board connected. I got the macrometer attached, SCSI, and audio. See, I still got this is my cable. This cable's starting to go bad on me. See, it's the cable. Okay, I had the chime, 12.5 volts for the 12 rail, 4.7, 4.73, 7.4 for the other one for the 5 volts. My blink RAM is here. I may have to restart it because of the power thing. Let me see. No, it's booting up. There it goes. All right. My trusty hand camera. You see, this cable is. You can see it's booting up, and I have no more vertical lines. There we are. So that little short was causing some data corruption between address lines 2 and 3. Well, sorry, not address line, video data 2 and 3. So that's why you were getting the lines with the black section was where data was missing. So then once you figure that out, then you can. So I knew it had to do something with either the video, with the data going into the video RAM or the video RAM itself. So I'm glad that I found that it was just a little short between those two pins. So on this board then I have not had to replace any chips. Everything on it is working great. I'm using the customer's RAM. Oh, sorry, ROM. I'm now gonna switch it over to their RAM. Um, take out my blink RAM. I got some nice SIM sockets on this board. Sorry, I'm just fixing some stuff up here. Okay, so let's put in the customer's RAM. Does have 8 sticks. Each one looks to be 1 meg. Oh, I knew I was missing one. These are some nice sockets. These are the better ones for RAM. This is totally my cable issue. I need to buy a new one of these. This one is messed up. I'm so used to the blink RAM that I like to see it's what it's doing, but I already have the arrow pointer on the screen. Just waiting for the RAM test to finish before it start booting up. There it goes, booting up. So this is two done. This is the two SE30s that Daryl wanted. I do have two color classics from him. I'm gonna see what I can do with those. Okay, we're in. Let's see how much RAM there is on this machine. I say 8. And I was right, 8. Each one is 1 meg. Okay, so um, I'm happy with this board, but I'm gonna do the next test. Move the speaker to over there. Let's put that over there. Trying to make some room here for me to maybe put this better location. All right. I need my TechStep. I'm gonna run this through the TechStep tests. Now, again, I do have the original TechStep, but many of y'all know the new TechStep is being created, and well, matter of fact, it is created. This is one of the prototypes. Um, this is pretty much the final prototype. Um, it's created by Max. That's in the UK. He's on 68K a lot. Does a lot of other projects. Um, he worked with one of our team members, Jake, in actually North Carolina, and um, he sent Jake a prototype, and then Jake is letting me borrow it for when I was in Chicago at VCF. He actually brought it there and um, basically told me take it and test it and work with it. Um, it is a product that we are looking to offer in the near future from our KMAX site. Uh, Probably be one of the only distributors in the U.S. or this part of the world for it. So that's all connected. I gotta connect the two ADBs, the SCSI, and the two serials. Okay, so we're gonna run this through a test. You can tell I turn it on. Audio I don't have connected, so audio will always fail. And I want to go into test mode. It's telling me turn it on. So SCSI termination missing. Terminated, yes. And now it is trying to connect. It went right into the test mode. Communication established. Now it does this over SCSI, okay? So now I'm going to run all the tests. So in all, this board had 8 traces that were bad, 8 areas I had to repair. Luckily it saved. It did not need to do a transfer, which is always good because transfers take a long time. what's more about the transfer is that diagnostic after is to, I mean, you could have one that powers up 100% right out the gate, no issues, but then you always have some that have issues. So this board had no battery damage. Most of the issues were related to cap juice. It's doing the SEC test. The other nice thing about the TechStep is that it's got all of the ROMs built on. You don't have cartridges. You just select which ROM you want by the dip switches there. That's the audio test. It's gonna fail. That's fine. Okay, because the audio test is here after swim and FPU. So the only one left I need to do is the ADB. And ADB passed. So everything on this board passed. I could run another test on it too. I could run the AppleCAT test, which I might do. That might be interesting to see. So we're good with this one. I'm gonna power off and power this off. Now I can disconnect this rat's nest. Yes, a lot of cables. Thing is that the cables are long and plenty. Okay, let's put this away. All right, now about the AppleCAT test. Let's go ahead and do that because what I like about doing that one is that I have to put this into the board, into the chassis, which then I eliminate this cable that seems to be giving me trouble. I need to put it in because I need floppy. Okay. Not even gonna connect the hard drive. Okay. I may go ahead and connect the floppy and connect it to a blue SCSI. That way I can test it. Okay, so now I have that connected. I broke. That's okay. Okay, blue SCSI connected. Let's get some power on here. Let's test this inside the case. See, inside the case, I get audio right away. Um, there's my arrow. booting up now. In the meantime, let me get the AppleCAT stuff. I have them sitting right here somewhere. Where did I? No, I don't have that in a big one. Where is it? Where is it? All right, for the AppleCAT, I need the floppy and the device itself. Okay, so let's shut this down. And really, all that this does is just connect to this. This connects to the SCSI port. So I just plug this into the SCSI. I don't need to connect anything else. And we have to boot up from the floppy. It is going to be in French. I'm sorry. We see that inside I don't have the power issue, so it's not the board or anything. It's my cable. It's going to want a high density and an 800K disk. And it's busy testing stuff. There it goes. Oh, I don't have the serial. I don't. Hold on. Let me borrow one of the cables from the TechStep. I forgot I need to install that. I need to connect. I need to loop them together. Okay. Put in an 800K disk. That's the thing with this one is that it tests the floppy and everything. It doesn't just do the internals. I have some. I have some of these AppleCAT boards and I need prototypes that I made. I haven't tested them, but I need to. I just got all the parts that I need, so pretty soon I'll be testing this. I need to see what size those capacitors are and that diode. All the other stuff I've got. Maybe I'll build one on Dave's stream and test it and see. You never know, it might work. The thing with the AppleCAT is that you need the software. You need to download the the disks, and it's a boot disk, so like what you saw. Um, I should try to put that onto like a SD card and see if it'll just boot up from SCSI and go. Okay, so the 800 finished. Now it does the same thing with the 1.2. But I'm comfortable. This board is in great shape now. It's done. It works. I don't know where that glare is coming from. Is it from this light? No. It's probably from, see that glare? Oh, that's coming from the window. I got the curtain open, you see. I like to let some morning sunlight in. Well, this side, that window doesn't have sunlight right now. It gets it in the afternoon. Okay, so that one finished. Now it wants the TechStep, the Mac test disk back. So now it's doing some more testing. It says it could take up to 8 minutes. So I'm gonna pause the video for a bit, let this test go, and then I will be back. Okay, well I'm back at the screen here. I guess every test finished because it didn't give me any faults. I need to do a Google Translate of this. Let's see. Let's see if the translator will even do anything with that. French. All right, test selection, logic board, reader, internal, external, keyboard, mouse, screen settings, video RAM test, continuous test. Okay, so This says keyboard. This is mouse. This is screen settings. And then this is video RAM, internal. This says readers. That's what that came up to. Okay, well, let's cancel. So the test finished. It's good. So I can quit this. Should drop me into the OS. So I should be. I mean, this is what made me think that this software I can. You see, it's. And you see, it's got the system file in that, so that makes me think that I can put this onto a RAM card and. It's kind of weird that I got my SCSI connected and it doesn't even see it. I mean, that's not even showing up here. You know what? Let's go try something. See, my SCSI internal will boot. No, because it thinks the SCSI as an external. Okay, let's go. Here we go. That makes me wonder now if this will even work. It looks like the AppleCAT. May not work because there may be some stuff in that other system folder. It's not connected. That's fine. That's connected. It can't boot from the. See, when the AppleCat's connected, it won't boot from it because it thinks it's a device. And it won't see the SCSI either, you see. It won't see the SCSI drive. So this has to continue to work. I wonder if I can stick it in a ROM. I should be able to stick it in a ROM, maybe. Boots from the ROM. I'll have to try that. I'll have to make a ROM image that has got that in it. Okay, here we are. We are good with this machine. TechStep pass, AppleCAT pass, and booting up. Internal SCSI pass, external SCSI also boots up. And there we are. Okay, so 8 megs, gigs. Let's do a shutdown. And I am done with this machine. Things I'll still do to this is I will run it through the ultrasonic cleaner. Then I do another test again on everything. Let's take this board out. Okay. Bench. Okay. So anyway, I'm happy with this board. Done. So Daryl, your board number 2 is alive and working. It's a nice board. It's in good shape. It was pretty clean. I'm glad it was not battery bombed. Uh, just had some broken traces that had to get fixed. And they're good. I mean, those caps can do a number. I'm gonna leave these axial caps the way they are, soldered on there. Some people don't want to take out the pins, actually desolder the actually through hole, and I can understand why. They can be a pain. So I don't know. I may still change it one day. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna end this video. I want to get some breakfast before I have an hour and 10 minutes before the actually live stream starts. So I want to get some breakfast. The only thing I've had so far is some coffee. This is cup 1. I may have another one. And then go on from there. I'm not sure what all I'm going to work on yet during the stream. I may make the cat, the AppleCAT. I have the other boards of Daryl are not critical. So I may start on some of the other SE30s that I have. So I may start on them, and if I'm not mistaken, I think all those are actually transfers. So I think 3 actually transfers that I need to work on. So I may start on them. But folks, anyway, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you had some great time, enjoyed it, thumbs up, leave me comments. And this is the end of the video for Daryl SE30 board number 2. Where can you find me? Social media, Twitter, KMac Vintage. My actual website, kmacvintage.com, which takes you down to coffee, and you can find my shop and posts and everything else. have some great products coming. The one of the best ones is actually Macometer. It really helps knowing what your voltages are on machines that have a floppy port. It even works on the 2C, and it works on the portable, so it'll give you some good voltages. Um, and you can get it with the DIN connector in the back, and then when you buy it with a DIN, just for $10 more, you get also the DIN adapter, which then you plug this into the back of the machine like this. Okay, you see they're plugged in. Then you take your ADB keyboard cable, plug one end into here, the other end into here, and then this can go anywhere you want. So you can have it in the front and work with it. So anyway, nice little addition. So go see it on the shop. We still have some in stock. Also, the ROM Sim Programmer version 2 is now out. Big improvement over version 1, twice as fast. Those of you that own one of these, any version, or the ones from Big Mess of Wires, or the ones from actually Doug Brown himself, be sure to go and download the new firmware and the new software. It is amazing new software. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching, and y'all have a great day, morning, evening, night, and see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.